Welcome back to In Pursuit 360. And today, yes, I am coming to you from atop a parking garage in a mysterious place. Let's see if you can, I don't know if you can make out that skyline or not. I'm not going to really zoom in for you. But anyway, here we go. It's 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. And New Year's is kind of what I want to talk to you about today. So let's just get right into it. All right, here we are back again in Pursuit 360 in a brand new year. 2023 is here. Man, 2020, 2021, and 2022 all gone now in the past. Let's get rid of them. So, are you still trying to be a law enforcement officer? Is that still what you want to do? How many times have you applied? How many different locations have you applied to? Are you about to give up? How are you feeling about everything? How are you feeling about your chances? What's going on? Write something in the comments down below and let me know. But let me know what you think about that. And because that's kind of what this whole video is all about is perseverance, right? We got to keep going. I mean, is it your dream? Is this what you want to do? Do you want to be a cop? Do you want to be in law enforcement? Local, sheriff's office, working in the court, serving papers, federal, whatever, is that what you want to do? Is that your calling? Because if that's your calling, you can't give up. You cannot give up. I didn't give up on my dream. I became law enforcement. I work local. I work federal. Um, as far as that goes, I'm good. I'm good, right? I fulfilled my dreams. But my newest dream, of course, is also this channel. And so I started this channel with the idea that, hey, maybe I can, one, I can help everybody, which is my biggest thing. But two, maybe I can make a little bit of money at it, right? I mean, I'm working a full-time job now. I'm doing okay. But I mean, if I could make money at the channel helping you just by ads, I guess, whatever, right? Then I could kind of turn this into a small business and go from there. And I I dropped the ball, right? I didn't stick to it. I didn't persevere. I didn't push. I didn't schedule things out. I didn't just keep going. I didn't find other things to talk about. I didn't find other ways to make the channel grow. Um, I ran out of interview questions and I just shut up, which is the wrong thing to do, right? So if you run out of agencies or departments to apply to, do you just quit? Um, there are thousands and thousands of law enforcement agencies throughout this entire country. You can't tell me you can't find one, right? You can't find one that you can get into. You can. You just have to keep looking. There's no way you can tell me I can't make this channel grow in a way that it can help supplement my income. I know I can. I just need to do it. So it's hard for me to sit here and tell you you need to do it. You need to get off your butt. You need to get out there and apply for all these different departments and do all this extra work when I'm not willing to do it myself. What kind of a hypocrite am I, right? So that's it. That's what this new year is all about for me. That's where we're going with all this. I am coming out with more and more information. I started the new series. I've got a playlist for applications. I've got a playlist for FTO. I got a playlist for the academy. I got a playlist for interview questions, and I'll be coming up with more stuff. I'm gonna start getting into how to conduct traffic stops, and I'm gonna get into firearms qualifications and what you should do to prepare yourself for the academy with firearms. And man, there's just so much material. I know it's out there. I know I can cover it. And sometimes if I recap a question, the answer may be just a little bit different. Because remember, my answers aren't black and white. They're not clear cut. It's not guaranteed that this is the right answer that they're going to take for your interview. It is, it's a theory, right? All the answers are based on theory. You have to figure out how your mindset fits in the theory of that question. So that's kind of where this is going. That's where I'm headed to. I just really wanted to take a few minutes and say Happy New Year. I am definitely here for you. I hope that you keep pushing and going. Um, Man, don't limit yourself, right? If you're, I don't know, let's just say you're in Northern Virginia and you want to be a Fairfax County police officer. And Fairfax County, if you're not from that area, I can tell you Fairfax County is probably one of the best law enforcement agencies in Virginia, and one of the hardest ones to get into. Um, but if you're not getting in there, you got to look around. I mean, just to the south is Prince William. Just to the north, smaller, requires a 2-year degree, is Arlington County. Um, but there's police departments and there's sheriff's offices, and then there's smaller ones, right? There's go down to Prince William County, and then there's, Dumfries Police, and then you go further south, there's Stafford Police, and there's Spotsylvania Police, and Fredericksburg City Police, and I mean, there's just all kinds of agencies, and you can't just be mindset on one. Same thing if you're going federal agency. Don't get mindset on one. Don't sit there and go, I want to be Capitol Police, or I want to be Pentagon Police, or I want to be, here you go, here's a good one. I don't want to be just Supreme Court Police. That's all I want to be, a Supreme Court Police. That is an awesome freaking job. But they're hard to get into. They're very, very small, right? So maybe you have to go to the Pentagon. Maybe you have to go to the Capitol. Maybe you need to go to DLA. There are all kinds of alphabet police departments in the federal system that you can go to. Get your foot in the door, get the experience, get your certifications, and then you can start bouncing around. Now, the same thing goes for the locals. How bad do you want it? Do you live in, I don't know, let's say New York, right? There was a guy that I field trained that was from New York. He said it was nearly impossible to get onto any agency in New York just because the departments are so small. I don't know, the way they're set up or something. I don't know. It's just like nearly impossible to get on anywhere in New York. What did he do? He came to Virginia. He went to Virginia and became a law enforcement officer. And actually, he ended up staying there. Medically, he had to retire, and then he went back to New York and became a school teacher. But in order to fulfill that dream, he moved to Virginia. He and his wife and his little girl. I mean, they just picked up their crap and moved. Why? That's what he wanted. He knew that was his destiny, right? So if that's your destiny, if that's what you want to do, and that's where you want to end up, what are you willing to do? What's it worth to you? That's what I always tell my guys that go to the range to qualify now, right? Is, okay, yeah, we qualify to keep our jobs. So what's your paycheck worth to you? Are you practicing? But then when we do training, like, reload drills and speed drills and stuff like that, then the question becomes, what's your life worth to you? What's your life worth to you when you're out there training with your firearms? So I'm going to ask you, what's your destiny worth to you? What's your dream worth? Is it worth packing up and moving? You may need to do that. You may need to go and search elsewhere. You're in Pennsylvania, can't find a department to go to or whatever. Hey, have you checked New York? Hey, have you checked North Carolina? Have you checked Georgia? Have you checked Louisiana? Man, just get your foot in the door somewhere and get certified, right? Get your time on the street, then go back and start applying to the departments or the agencies that you really think you might want to get into. If your goal is Pittsburgh Police Department and you can't get in, and you end up having to go to Montana, get your certification, serve a few years, and then go back and reapply for Pittsburgh. Or getting close to Pittsburgh, right? Maybe you need to go to Philly and then go to Pittsburgh. I don't know. I'm just throwing cities out there that I know. But you get the idea, though. You need to get your foot in the door somewhere, get certified, and then you can start being a little more picky, a little more choosy. A lot of people used to come to the Stafford Sheriff's Office, and then they would go north, Prince William or Fairfax. Remember I told you, Fairfax is a big department. Everybody wants better pay, better benefits, better retirement, blah, 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 right? And that's where everybody wanted to end up going. So they came to Stafford, or they came to Fredericksburg City, or they ended up going to Spotsylvania Sheriff's Office. They would go there, and then they would apply with Fairfax with their certifications. They still had to go through some academy, but it was modified. So why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do what you have to do to get on to a department? So today's theme, perseverance. Don't give up. Do what you have to do. If that's your dream, if that's your goal, go for it. My dream, my goal now is to make this channel better and bigger for you. This benefits you. Can it benefit me in the long run? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I can end up making a few bucks. I'm pulling down about $100 every 3 months right now. Something's better than nothing, but it can be better. How does it get better? I have to stick to it. I have to push. I have to make sure that I'm giving everything I can to this, to include my full-time job, which is where I'm actually at now at the end of my day. And if you all figured out like what that I don't know if you can really zoom in on that when you're on your computer or not. I don't want to show you exactly where I'm at, but I am at work. If any of y'all know at least the city that this is in, do me a favor, make a comment down below. I'll let you know if you're right or not. So anyway, all right, so that's it. So again, thanks a lot for watching In Pursuit 360. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below there somewhere. Thumbs up, it would be awesome. And hey, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you want to see? What else do you need? What can I do for you to help you out? And that'll basically be it. So Until we meet again. Oh, by the way, if you hit that bell notification down at the bottom, you'll know when my next video comes out, which is going to be very soon, I promise. I'm going to get back on this. There's going to be a regular schedule of releases, and here we go. Meanwhile, be safe out there.